Hi, I'm Michele Consigli-Foster, and this is my story. And the reason why I am videoing this in a vehicle is I have these great intentions today to video this in a beautiful surrounding. I'm in a place called Michigan, and it's raining, so it wasn't part of the plan. But my story begins with my name, Michele Consigli-Foster. Consigli is my maiden name. I am divorced, but my maiden name Consigli because my father, Giuseppe Antonio Consigli, and the reason I bring that up is because Gina is in Italy right now, and I'm so watching and loving all of her videos. I was lucky enough to have lived in a little town right outside of Florence in Italy called Fellini Valdarno when I was younger, and I love Italy. So I thought I would start this video with my heritage and my name, and it always brings me such joy to talk about my papa, who's no longer in the physical world. But anyway, hello, my name is Michele Consigli-Foster. So why did I keep the name Foster if I am a divorced woman? Well, it's simple. Back in the day, I was a very early pioneer of the businesswomen in this country, and I would have lost all my credit for financially. So I just kept the name and just proceeded on with my life. So that's kind of the background on me. So I started out in the business world and started my career in corporate America with Johnson & Johnson. It's a beautiful way, very lucky to be a part of that world and being trained by the best, very successful in it, and moved on to this and that. And as the years went on, I had climbed the mountaintop and realized that I had climbed the wrong mountain. And even though I appreciate and I'm grateful for everything that the corporate world brought to me, I realized that there was more to my life. And so I went seeking, and in that process, I wound up to where I am today. So my background is in health and wellness. I did step out of corporate and move into private practice as a therapist, a physical therapist, nutritionist, but I really believe my passion, and as Gina asks us to bring it, our divine gift to the world, is my joy. I believe that by reframing anything, you can turn a lemon into lemonade, and I believe everything has to be viewed from the conscious surrounding of joy. Why? Because what's the alternative, right? So I want to share this because I was able to learn about Gina DeVee through a mastermind group of extraordinary women and read her book, of course, The Audacity to Be a Queen. And then we were lucky enough to have her come on as a guest to our mastermind. And so I jumped in and introduced myself because I absolutely love everything about what you stand for, Queen, and what we all really have inside of us. And when I was talking about the female instinct, and you shared with me that I should write a book and I should name it The Forever 5-Year-Old, I was so complimented by that, because to me a 5-year-old is energy, beautiful, unadulterated, unsocialized energy, very cognitive, really good thinkers, but very authentic. So I think it's one of the biggest compliments anybody's ever paid me. My goal is to write that book. Certainly it is a part of a sequence of things that I'm doing for my business, but it will go into my podcast series long before the book is ever written, because I am a podcaster. Mornings with Michele. I really love to talk. I really love to just exude enthusiasm for what I believe life should be all about, right? The 3-letter word, fun, joy. So that really is what I believe is my divine gift to the world. And I also believe that you have to feel good, be good, act good, and do good in order to accomplish the feeling of joy. So what do I mean by that? From a physical standpoint, I truly believe exercise, no question, visually seeing gorgeous things, but I also believe that the human body is an extraordinary, it's a miracle, but it has to be treated correctly. And being a nutritionist, I'm a big believer in nutrition, and I believe in the power of energy. You can't just wish you have energy. You can't eat badly you can eat 80-20, but I think nutrition is such a massive part of the ability to have energy and to feel joy and to wake up fresh in the morning and to go out through the day and to be able to put your head on the pillow at night and go to sleep easily. So physical is very, very important. Emotionally, right? I first learned about emotional intelligence through Anthony Robbins and was just really taken back by the whole concept many, many, many years ago. And it was not really, the EI factor was just not a very big, at least in my world. Maybe it was in your worlds, but I didn't really able to put the definition of the emotional intelligence into play until I did. And so I realized and love the idea that emotions are a choice. We choose to have the emotions we have. And that was a game changer for me. So I love to share that knowledge with others because it helped me so much in my journey. So I really believe healers heal. In the academic world, sometimes we take our professions. A doctor goes to academic knowledge and translates that into healing. I did a lot of the work I do. I walked through my pain and wanted to pay it forward. And that's really how my life has transformed into what it is today. By being able to, I've always had the desire, I've always had the belief that there's more, right? I'm ready to be ready to be ready. I uplift through the Lord. I up-level through my desire to be better. And so I just have always felt that I'm ready to be ready to be ready. So everything that I've done with my life, I've done through breaking through barriers and feeling the amazing joy that that's given me, and always being respectful of the fact that I need to pay that forward. Because without my coaches, teachers, mentors, and loved ones, I wouldn't be where I am today. So that's a little bit about Michele Consigli-Foster. So I'm happy to be a part of this club. I really respect and learn and feel mentored by you, Gina, and I'm very anxious to meet all of you lovely ladies in this group in one way or another. With that said, I will move on. So I'm in Michigan looking, exploring. My better half and I are looking to buy a river cabin here because we love the great outdoors. We're big fishermen, fisher people, whatever you want to call us. We like to fish. And so we just bought a cool boat that goes in a little bit of water. It's called a jet sled. We love to river fish, trout, steelhead. If you're not a fishing person, that'll probably bore you to death. If you are, you're going, she's a cool chick. But at the end of the day, we love the great outdoors. And the thing that, I'm from the West. I grew up in Colorado, grew up an outdoorsman. I grew up a downhill ski racer. But what I am intrigued about is in Michigan, unlike other places I've been in the Midwest, it's year-round recreation, outdoor year-round recreation. I've lived all over the country, the United States, and there's different places offer different things, right? When I lived in Seattle, it was a totally recreational place. It was warm. 50, 40 degrees is winter there. A lot of rain, but you can be outside all the time. Unlike in Chicagoland, where I reside now, in the bitter cold, you don't go outside. Why? It's too damn cold. If I lived in Arizona in the summer, which I wouldn't, at 120, 25 degrees, I don't care how dry the weather is, it's hot. So what I'm enamored with in Michigan for myself personally is the idea that there's total recreation here. The rivers don't freeze. There's, people here just have a good energy. There's a good vibe. The land is clean, the rivers are clean, and I'm really excited about this new adventure that's happening to us in our lives, and that's what we're doing today. You can see the weather it's not great, but it's not bad. It's 71 degrees, it's October 3rd. I'm happy to be alive. I'm grateful to have everything we have, and the boat's coming in 2 weeks, and it's a new chapter in our lives. So it's good. It's all good. So now I'd like to just move on to what I do, the business that I am in. And so I am a distributor for a wellness company, an online wellness store, which provides food, supplements, beauty care, all kinds of different products that I can provide to people that brings me in income. what I also do is provide what I believe is joy to people. I believe that my mission in life is to bring beautiful gifts to the people I love, friends and family. So if I can put a smile on someone's face in a day, that's a big deal. If I can offer somebody assistance with the way that their lifestyle is, the art of well-being, that's what I do. So my brand, Michele Consigli-Foster, is Ask Michele Today. Because if I don't know something, I'll be the first to tell you. But if I do know something, I'll be the first to tell you. Right? So that is what I do. So I am my own brand, Ask Michele Today. That is a lot of my handle on social media. And just really loving the work that I do. I work from home and I work for myself. I work for I'm a distributor for an amazing company. If you've ever heard of a company called Isogenics, that is the company that I distribute. They're incredible superfoods and very high quality products. In fact, we just came out with a marine collagen that is killer. Yes, it's taken away a lot of the wrinkles. It's helped plump up my skin, but what it's done is hydrate my bones, which I'm very grateful for, because I like to do a lot of things, and as we get older, we got to supplement things in our bodies because they've been around for a while. So all is good. All is good with what that brings to the table. I am an author. I have written 2 books. My first is called E3, Energy, Endurance, Empowerment. It answers the question, why am I so tired? The reason I wrote this book is because a lot of people talk to me about the fact that they're always tired. So one of the things that book provides for people is hope and a step-by-step process that I believe can help them not be so tired. And then my second book is called The EI Factor, Emotional Intelligence. How do I get it and how do I keep it? Again, I wrote the book many years ago through a very emotional time in my life. And it was beautiful because as I was writing, I was teaching myself. See, my mom was dying at the time. And it was just the greatest thing to be able, I wrote it thinking, what's the worst that can happen? It becomes a journal, a diary for me. And it took me a couple of years, and I reread it, and I went, wow, this might really help another person that can understand that the heart is the most beautiful thing that we own, that we live in. And so it went out for publication, because if I can help one person with something that I have to say, then that's a good day in my life. So I am going to end here, and if I am chosen to be a feature for next month, I'll start by saying thank you for considering me. Thank you if I am approved to be, and if not, I look forward to meeting you in the club. I will be very active. I don't do a lot of things, but what I do well, and I jump in hard, and I look forward to getting to know my fellow queens in the Q Club. So thank you, and thanks for taking the time to watch this. And Gina, I really love, respect, and honor the work that you've done. Bye for now.